Hi Gemini, welcome back. This is your November reading. There's so many Geminis. And Gemini keeps coming up in my readings. So many Geminis to read for. All right, let's see. I have some in mind. But let's see who we get. It's up to Spirit. I'm going to let my Spirit guides pick the deck, and we're going to get the messages from that deck, and then we'll pull some oracle cards. Spirit guides, my spirit guides of free will. Can we please, pretty please, get a reading for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For the Gemini that you want to get a reading out to, let me ring the bells because I feel like your reading's important today. All right. It's really good energy. I call it when I get blessed. When your heart chakra gets like, when you get, not verklempt, it's like a little bit of like a compassionate, emotional feeling of being moved. When something moves you, makes you a little bit like tears to your eyes, a little bit like watery, like something's like I channel that as whenever I'm doing readings, and if I get a feeling like that, it's a blessing. So that's what I just got right now. All right, Gemini, let's see. Spirit guides, what deck would you like to use for Gemini? I got Muse in my head, but let's just see. I'll ask. This is a pure feminine deck. I'm not trying to make a male Gemini feminine. The reason why I always seem to be drawn to this deck for readings, especially if it's a big reading, because the creator of this deck, she made this deck for creative people who are creators. Her name is Chrisanne Donnelly, and she goes big. So with her energy, she goes big. This is all female deck, but I will tell you the gender of the cards. All the Muse cards are king. So there's two ways to look at tarot. One is you can look at it as it actually the king of, let's say, cups actually represents a male water sign, with certain descriptors. Or it could be you have mastered some kind of spiritual level, or there's different takes on these cards. If they happen to have a gender, I will tell you. If it's a muse of something, I'll tell you the gender is king. Okay, so otherwise, I'm not trying to make a statement. I got drawn to this deck just because in terms of glass ceilings, of energetic like power and boundlessness, going big, this is it. And I don't mean in terms of there's no rules. I mean in terms of if you want to get a reading for yourself and you want all the subtle energies and the big energies and you want to understand everything, this is very, very bold, descriptive, and high energy. So that's why I'm thinking it's this deck. But let's ask Spirit. Spirit, would you like to use this deck for Gemini? Would you like to use this deck for Gemini? Would you like to use this deck for Gemini? Yeah, 7 is yes, but we got 3 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles. I could, but it's not a heck yeah, right? So it's saying here, yes, WJT, I understand what you're trying to do, but Gemini doesn't want this deck. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Whatever deck Spirit wants to use is cool with me. I have no opinion on this. All right. Would you like to use Fountain? Spirit, would you like to use Fountain for today? I'll try Tarot of the Doors after this. Would you like to use Fountain? I feel like this is a moody deck, but I was drawn to this. Let's just see. Would you like to use Tarot of the 78 Doors? Would you like to use this deck? Yes, no, maybe so. Strength and Fool. Hello. Heck, I'm not going to say hello anymore. Say, thank you to Submet. But let's see, Strength and Fool. We could. Okay, fine. Notification, let's go. Let's use it. I feel like it's not a heck yeah, though. Honestly, like, it could be, but let me just try one more. Rider Waite. This is okay. It'll work. Would you like Rider Waite? 5 of Pentacles. No. For Gemini. Okay, how about the Sun, Moon, and Stars? I'd like to get a big yes, you know, because I want to get the right deck. Would you like to use this deck for Gemini? Ace of Cups is yeah, Star is yeah, and Queen of Pentacles, Stability, 5 of Swords, Revenge. Hierophant, 8 of Cups. Could be, but not quite. Do you want to use Light Seers? What's with this 5 of Swords over and over again? Uh-oh. Those are yeses. Hermit, Wheel, 9 of Cups, 5 of Swords. I don't like the 5 of Swords. It's a repetitive theme here. Smear campaign. Let's use it. It's fine. Another one was Strength and a New Beginning. Winning. Let's just use the Tarot of 78 Doors. Let's just use the Tarot of 78 Doors. Okay. We got it. Let's use this deck. Spirit guides, what do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Please. Thank you. The World. Emperor. Guess who is... Wow. See how the World is right here? And he's sitting in the hot seat, the throne, the power position. This is the leader. All 4 kings. Leader of the what? The world? The World card is up here. It's giving birth. This woman is giving birth. It doesn't have to be an actual feminine giving birth. The World card speaks to consequences and things and actions taken that lead to a next natural step. That's why it's pregnancy, you know, there's things that happen during pregnancy and then next step is delivery. They're connected. The cycles are connected. One cycle begets another cycle. It's the next step, the next evolution of that cycle. So you go to school and then you graduate. You're pregnant, then you deliver. You run, then you win. Something along those lines. Emperor. This is hard work, Eight of Pentacles, working things out, hard work. And here we have this person tattooing a goat on this person's back. Goat, greatest of all time. Greatest of all time. And somebody's watching your back. Somebody's watching you get inked, get, you know, what is it? Like some kind of title? What else? Greatest of all time, leader, world. What else? Starting it off, we got 2 major arcana. That's arcana is secrets, 2 major secrets. These are fate cards. Anything else, Spirit Guides? What else? Could you tell us more, please? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides of Free Will. What else do we have for Gemini? King of Cups. Someone's going to be so happy, so loved. Your cup runneth over. Knave of Pentacles. This is Page of Pentacles, like knock, knock. Someone's coming to bring you a gift. This is a messenger. Gift of what? He's holding something in his hand. Again, this is called Tarot of the 78 Doors. There's always some kind of doorway somewhere, everywhere. This one, someone's knocking on the door, bringing a gift. Clarifying this King of Cups. Sentimental, sensitive, this King of Cups. You know, it's moving. That's why I told you the first thing I felt when I started the read was this heart chakra, like, you know, not verklempt, like I'm gonna like cry or something, or like it goes all the way to my throat and I'm like choked up. No, it was like a little bloom, like a little emotional, like a blessing, like a feeling, a stirring of emotion in the heart chakra. Like I'm moved, like when you're moved by something, right? It's not even personal. It's kind of like, you know, when you see something that renews your faith in humanity, or makes you, yeah, pretty much that. Like when you see some goodness or something of substance, something that, you know, some kind of honesty, truthfulness, goodness, worthiness, decency, or like support, or loyalty, or what's the word? When it's like, when, let's say, you know, it's like when you meet another thinking person and they see through all the bullshit, and they say exactly what you've been thinking and you've been feeling, but they see it and they say it. You know, and it's so healing. It's healing. Like emotionally in your heart chakra, like it heals you to know, like, you know, when you just want to be understood, where it's just nice that somebody understands what you're going through. They just have a conversation. They don't need to fix anything. They don't need to like do anything for you. But the fact that they see something and they say it, right? And they're telling the truth, it is healing. You know what I mean? Because like, thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for telling the truth. Judgment. Again, greatest of all time. Decision is made. The winners and the losers here. Judgment card. Angel Gabriel blows the horn, traditionally in this card, and it's Judgment Day. Waking the dead, you know, being judged where you're going to go. Some people are falling off the cliff there. They were never on stable ground. And others are ascending. What else do we have? Knight of Pentacles. Someone's bringing a gift. Knight of Pentacles. This could be a Virgo or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but this is somebody who has a gift in hand. Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's trustworthy, loyal, dependable, practical. They could be traveling for work. Here, this one is bringing a gift. They're looking to build their kingdom. Slow moving, but they make good choices. And then 5 of Cups is clarifying this. You see, 5 of Cups is here it's showing her, she's in this beautiful house, but her door's on fire. And what I take this to mean, because in 5 of Cups, it usually has 3 cups that are spilt and 2 cups upright, depending on the deck. Most decks, it's like that. And the 2 cups upright represent a union or partnership or a relationship that someone is in. And it'll be a cloaked figure feeling bad and looking at the 3 cups that are spilt, meaning there's some regret about the past, some other situation that did not work out. And that comes up for things like if you got divorced, you know, and you had kids, or you have kids, and you're completely gonzo in love with someone new, but you broke your family up, right? You can't enjoy that 2 of Cups because you are paying dearly every day with the 3 of Cups for the people's hearts you've broken, right? Whether that's your responsibility or not, or if it's okay or not, I'm not even going there. I'm just saying that's the kind of card. It's bittersweet, 5 of Cups. Here it's showing somebody who's in a lovely home, but her door is on fire, right? Like if you pay too much attention to external things, like a situation that did not work out, 3 of Cups, something in the past, a social situation, family, friends, whatever, work, I don't know, whatever it is. It's saying that if you pay too much attention and focus too much on that and you're distracted and you're not looking at your own house being on fire because the union or partnership you're in doesn't appreciate, will not like, will not take kindly to, will get jealous, angry, whatever, start arguments, fights over your lack of attention and how you're more engaged in some other situation. So this is that kind of energy. Underneath that, we got the Knight of Swords. This is somebody who's trying to break down a door, showing a centaur, which shows power, force, a little kind of primal energy here, because Knight of Swords is very knight on a mission, swinging his sword. He's got a mission. He's going quickly, fast, taking action. Not as seasoned as the King of Swords. Not as wise as the King of Swords, but not as annoying as the Page of Swords. King of Wands. Death. Let's see, it's action. Death is a transformation. What else is there? The Hanged Man. 4 of Cups. The Hanged Man is sacrifice. And here it's showing there's an audience watching him in this card. where he's doing the, most impossible tricks, and he's being observed. Now, who is he being observed by? This audience looks like they're assholes, to be honest. I mean, he's there, chained up, upside down by his ankles in a glass case of water that's sealed. And I assumed there's going to be some kind of cover up here on top of this, and then he gets free. You know what it tells me? You know what it's giving me? And there might be some kind of feminine behind this. Anyways, it's telling me that he knows that he's put himself in this situation because he knows this is what's expected of him in this role. He knows that it's difficult, but he can do it. But I feel like I'm getting the vibe from the audience of, now we've put this, person in this impossible situation. Let's see him get out. And even this face with his glasses and his stern expression, like so calm. It's like, I'm going to watch so closely and observe, and I'm pretty sure like this is as hard or difficult as we can make this task. Let's see him get out of this one. This is a vibe. Let's see him get out of this one. Clarifying this, we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is a distraction, right? Where you see this vibe when you work all day, you're tired, you get home, all you want to do is you can't cook a fancy meal. You just want to grab something quick, it's not good for you, pop open a drink just to get the edge off, have a beer or something, and just sit down, and you're not at your finest. Are you working out? No. Are you running some marathon or something? Are you feeling physically fit? Are you doing the most? No. Because this is like a distraction. It wears down your spirit when somebody's constantly putting you in this kind of energy, when you constantly have to perform impossible tasks. When the impossible is asked of you, and you have to do that night and over again every night, it's exhausting. To an audience of assholes, who and they're not all jerks, but that's the vibe I get. Like, and then after, it's just you just want to decompress and zone out at the end of the day. With Four of Cups, it kind of, you're sensitive, like you kind of feel, it's like this wonderful new position. And like I said, bittersweet. Someone's always complaining. What else? Yeah, there it is. Five of Wands and the Devil. New level, new devil. You should be proud that the devil came up, because anytime the devil comes up, it's because you're doing something great. Star. They say stars? The stars. Five of Wands. Do you see how it's been set up against this person? But again, it's another obstacle that you would think, like, if you didn't have this tool, if he didn't know he could get out of this, because he's done it before, he does it over and over again and does the impossible. This brick wall, he has this hammer, sledgehammer, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, mallet, I don't know, whatever, okay, this thing, this bludgeoning tool, whatever. He's going to break that down. He can. Is it easy? No. Is it a pain in the ass? Yes. Can he do it? Yes. Why is this there? Because the devil is obstacles. The devil is this, okay? It's the distraction. Trust me, I know. Anytime that you are going to, and there's the notification too on the phone. Is this crooked? Let me just check. It's a little crooked. Let me fix it. Just a little bit. Oh, that sucks. Anytime the devil comes up, it's because you're doing something to break through to a new level. It's a huge obstacle. It's meant to be a distraction to throw you off your game, right? The devil won't take all the bad karma for sabotaging someone, but they'll keep planting little seeds of distractions, temptation, toxicity to make you complacent or disempowered in feeling, all these kind of things. And then it would be something that would require you to get the ball rolling. Like you're all ready to go and do something new, and it's like, full energy, full steam ahead. And then they throw something in your path to be like, like Atlanta with the golden apples. Okay, just like that. She doesn't want to get married. So she has those golden apples. And she thinks that everybody wants her for her money. So she's running, and she's like, she doesn't want to get married, so she gets those golden apples. She keeps throwing one so that, Mr. What's-his-face, who's super fast as well, will run for the apple and it'll slow him down and she'll win the race. In the end, he picks up the apples and he wins the race. He does the impossible because he's actually protected by the divine. So 5 of Wands is competition. This is where somebody has to prove they're the best. Usually it's 5 people fighting each other. Sometimes it's the same person in 5 different positions, fighting themselves. It speaks to insecurity, inner conflict or outer conflict, fighting with other people, pettiness, challenges, obstacles. And it's likened to alchemy, where you are, what is the word? Extracting gold from lead. Just like that, in competition, you are seeing who's the best in play fighting scene or whatever, 5 people play fighting with wooden sticks. Who's the best at this game? That's the winner. Then you get 6 of Wands as victory. And I got to say, when I asked, should I use this deck, underneath at the bottom, there was the 6 of Wands, which was victory and people cheering, level up. Here we have the Knave of Chalices. This is the Page of Cups. It looks like he's looking at the earth with his, what is this called? What is this called? I guess kids, I used to do this all the time as a kid. Get like one of these wishbone kind of shaped twigs, or it's supposed to be like a water kind of something that finds water, right? Like you're just supposed to hold it and you follow wherever it leads you, and it's supposed to show you where there's a source of water or something. For some reason, this could be oil. But speaking Page of Cups, this is Knave of Cups, the same thing as Page of Cups. Page of Cups is loyalty, honesty, and it's sincere communication from the heart. Some kind of message, some kind of message that's of an emotional nature, a communication that is of an emotional nature. This guy's, he's looking for water. I mean, this is usually a little kid. Here it shows a man with a beard, a fully grown man with a beard. He's looking for water as the Knave of Chalices or Page of Cups. Read into that what you will. I ain't getting anything. I don't know. What else? Queen of Chalices, Queen of Cups. Okay. Hermit. Nah. This is someone spiritual. Queen of Cups and the Hermit. This is beautiful. It's like a water spirit. The Queen of Cups is someone who's spiritual, intuitive. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, doesn't have to be, but they're very healing, open, receptive, deep feeling, artistic. They have great taste. Refined. Intuitive, psychic. And then see, the spiritual aspect is heightened by this and even the moon. Hermit. See this hermit? This is a spirit guide going, look at this abundance I'm bringing you. I want to give you everything. I want to give you money. I want to give you delicious food. Let me help you out. I just want to give you gifts, right? Because you deserve it, because you're good. You're a decent person. And the hermit's going, get away from me. Temptress. I'm a spiritual person. I'm on the path. What you think is giving me such great gifts or whatever, like, I don't want to owe anybody. I don't want your, like, you know, whatever you think you're doing. It's very energetic karmic math. The hermit, he has good discernment. He's going, I don't want to go down the path of, you know, the worldly shit again. Having said that, it's very spiritual. Having said that, it's going along the lines of the hermit has good taste. He does. The hermit has great taste. Hermit with Queen of Cups, you could get an ego problem, okay? Like you could get somebody who's super spiritual, but is like super snooty in their spirituality, right? Like, what do I mean by that? Somebody who will have no ego about doing something on their own terms. But if somebody should try to, you know, give something or try to help or try to, in some way where they expect any kind of a thank you, right? Like they're a savior, they would rather, you know, not at all. Like it's offensive, right? It's something where, like, you know what it reminds me of? I was reading back in the day when my daughter was little, like these bedtime stories, and there was one of, and I'm just going to go with the download. There's always a reason why I'm talking about it. Spirit gives me the nudges and I talk about it. There was a story of this, like, I don't know what this little gnome or whatever it was, like Bertleby, or I don't even know what it was called, okay? It was something along the lines of, there was a village, a small town, and everybody needed help with this or that or whatever. And so this magical gnome looking thing, right, came into town one day, and there's one family that needed to, like, have the whole, you know, field cut down or whatever, okay? And he helped and he did all that. And they were so grateful because, you know, whatever reason they couldn't do it, right? And so he asks in return, all I want is some clean, fresh hay in the barn, right? Wherever the horses are or whatever, I don't know. Okay, like he's going in the corner somewhere, some safe, warm corner, clean corner, some clean hay, you know, some glass of water or something, some water, and maybe a piece of bread, okay, fresh bread or something. Like, it was very basic and simple. He goes, he'll help. He doesn't want anyone to bother him. He'll do the deed and he'll help out with whatever needs to be helped out with, right? And just, that's all he wants, and that's it. And as soon as, you know, the townspeople heard, they kept asking him to do more, and he would help. He would get impossible things done. But then some of them started trying to put a price tag on his services and tried to commodify him and tried to make him a pair of pants, saying, oh, he should have this and that. He shouldn't be walking around in those clothes or whatever. And then somebody tried to buy him something else, and he was so fucking offended, he left and never came back. So you read into that what you will, but that's speaking to that spiritual snootiness, right? Is it really truly snooty? No. This is giving that vibe of somebody where, you know, being helped is enough. Needing that help and somebody doing that spiritual work is enough. You know, doing what they ask, like, just, it's a respect thing, right? It's just a respect thing. But trying to act like you're a savior and put a price tag on this person, right? It's extremely offensive. Extremely offensive. That's what I got. What else? Seven of Pentacles. This person is letting this dove fly free. Freedom. Waiting. You see these people are working in the field? There's 2 men working the field. Speaking of, when I just finished talking about working the field. 7 of Pentacles is usually growing something. In like other ways, it could be building infrastructure. Meaning, you know, making sure that the roots are deep so that the winds can't blow things out, you know, and up, what is it? What's the word? Overthrow things, you know, when trees get uprooted. 7 of Pentacles is it's almost ripe. The fruit, the karmic fruit of all your hard work that you've been putting in. On the bottom is the Sun. This is happiness, success, joy, clarity. Can speak to warm climates. It can speak to summertime, Leo. But this is success. Something that you've been putting work into. You see they're putting work in? And now what do we have here? 8 of Swords on the bottom. You know what this is? 8 of Swords is generally they call it the fear card. Anxiety or fear. In this deck, it shows this woman coming down the stairs naked. With this look on her face like, what have I done? Right? So what I take this as is, you know, here they're showing these kind of like malevolent spirits, right? This goes with the devil energy. Low vibration, toxic. So you might be getting some kind of, you know, bad vibes, psychic attacks, whatever. Like, honestly, though, I wouldn't sweat it because as much hate as this is, there's more love. Yeah, Ace of Wands. This is like, I'm getting, you know, is it Merlin opening the door magically? King of Pentacles. It's that Midas energy. High Priestess. This is secrets being revealed. The fortune tellers in this picture. 2 of Pentacles, balance. 2 of Cups, partnership. It's very sweet. The 3 of Wands. Your ship's coming in, so on and so on. Happy outcome. Advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit. Oh, wow. When I tell you greatest of all time, look at this Chariot. Rock star energy. Wherever you go, people are cheering. People are cheering and they love you. This is success. This is the Kingmaker card. You go out into battle, victory is assured, you come back a king. Or an emperor. Seven of Wands. Look, strong man here. A way that was blocked, you have the strength to remove that blockage. 7 of Wands is overcoming obstacles. Have they been giving you obstacles? We see doing the impossible day after day. And it's no joke that you're in water too, right? Because it makes you feel a certain type of way. All this like hate and obstacles and sabotage. It's exhausting. And there you are, breaking down the final door. Removing the obstacle. Because you're the truth. Ace of Swords. This is telling the truth. This is the 3 key words. Truth, victory, clarity. Telling the truth. People see you as honest. They might not like everything you say. They might not agree with everything you say, but they know that whatever you say is what you mean. And you're honest. And they like that. And clarity meaning you have a sharp mind. You know, Gemini, you are an air sign. Bless you, Gemini, for the way all Geminis can take countless, you know, bits of information and never get exhausted. Even if you get exhausted, you can still keep going. I can't, I quit, man. That's me. I'm this guy. no, I give up. Give me the beer. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm done. But not Gemini. Sharp as a tack, always tick-tocking, always thinking. Good for you. You need to for this. Removing these obstacles. King of Swords. What did I just say? That's you, Gemini. Here it's showing a doctor. What I take this as is a healer. What is healing about this King of Swords? What did I just talk about for all this time? I said rock star reception, removing these obstacles because of your strength, telling the truth. You're respected for that, being honest, right? Victory, clarity. The King of Swords has integrity. And here it's showing the King of Swords as a doctor because it's saying you're healing what is broken. Do I want to go on? Let's get a what do we want? Let's get a crystal for Gemini. This is greatest of all time. Can we get a crystal for Gemini for November, please? Crystal for Gemini for November. Music. Protection. The music comes up because everything is vibrational. You know that if you get stressed out or weighed down, or whatever, you just have to flip on some music and it lifts your spirits. It changes your outlook. It changes how you feel. It's saying here, because you're a Gemini, you might not, for some of you, you might not be into mantras and all that kind of stuff, although that really helps, because mantras that you listen to, whatever faith you are, if you listen to prayer and song, has an effect, a healing effect. If that doesn't work for you, music is something that will definitely heal you. Music, dance, right? If you don't like to work out and go to the gym, music, dance. Take some time out every day. It will shift your vibration and make you happy. Make sure, get somebody to make you a playlist if you don't know what a good playlist is, right? Or whatever. Take the time. Spirit quartz, music. Black tourmaline is protection. Black tourmaline, they say, is supposed to take negative energy that comes to you and send it back to the sender. I don't find that's true. When I wear black tourmaline, whoever's around me is getting it. It could be anybody. If I'm wearing black tourmaline, somebody sends me some toxic energy, right? It's going to come out, right? And if whoever, woe betide the person who's pissing me off at that moment. So I don't think it goes back to the sender, but it is protection. Black tourmaline. Also, it's just urging me to say also shungite, black tourmaline, these black crystals, they're also good for protecting you from radiation or like signals, attacks. You read into that what you will. Okay, so black tourmaline protection there over the devil. Let me get I'm gonna pull a Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power. Normally I don't use these. Oh, which one do I want to use? Yeah, see, I'll use both. Okay, so I'm torn between two. I'm torn between the Shaman Oracle. Shall we? Let's use the Shaman Oracle, and then I'll use the Buddha Wisdom. Can we get a card for Gemini, please, Spirit Guides? I just got the nudge from Spirit going, use as many Oracle cards as you want. Give Gemini a long read. Okay. Spirit, what do we have? Okay, I'm only going to take the one that's face up. Wind. Air energy. Of course it's air energy. And this fell on the nuggets. Let's just take a look. Thunder and the owl. On the bottom, the rattle. But we got the wind come out, so we'll take the wind. I'll put this little Vajra. Where is my little Vajra? Vajras represent indestructibility. Anyways, so we got wind. 63. We got 3 parts here: the essence, the invitation, and then the reversed meaning is the medicine. So let me just read the essence here. The symbol of the wind represents the element of air, of course, for Gemini. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change with qualities both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of the 4 directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. And then it tells the 4 different directions. South, carrying a new sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts of you that are no longer needed. West, calling you to more introspection, to a willingness to make final decisions, to let go of attachment and ego desires. North, moving to bring you wisdom and strength. East, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message which the wind whispers or shouts is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exaltation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. The invitation. When the spirit of the wind comes calling, it's a sign of change. Perhaps you need to change your mind about something. Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic, and now that you've gained greater clarity, you can make a new choice. Regardless of what the change is, you can expect to be understood and to have clear communication with others at this time. Ideas are solid, and the shift that is being called for is in the highest good of all. Now here's the reverse, which is the medicine. When wind comes as medicine, you're being invited to recognize the value of chaos. Windstorms provide necessary chaos to clear the air and spread seeds so plants and trees can take root in new fields. Right now, it may seem as if your world has been turned upside down, but this is a temporary storm that will blow over. Perhaps communication is broken down between you and another, or your many to-do lists are overwhelming you. The medicine is to simplify, slow down, course correct if you need to, and wait out the storm to clean things up. Just know that all storms have great value if you can remain neutral during their course. Greater clarity and good things will come from it all. Remember, this too shall pass. Yeah, the wind is also shit talking, you know. This is the devil energy, trying to disempower, distract, exhaust you, you know, constantly being scrutinized, constantly having to be perfect, taking everything you say out of context, trying to find fault where there is none. You could be not even Mother Teresa. You could be a saint and they'll find something wrong with it, is what I'm saying. And it's saying here with wind card, using that chaos, that chaotic energy when everything is in upheaval to plant new seeds. Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power, yes, I will use it, but Spirit wants me to play. So I'm going to play. Let's use the, what is this again? The Spirit Messages by John Holland. Spirit guys, what do we have for Gemini? Do we have a card for Gemini? For November. Almost, sorry. We get a card for Gemini for November. Can we get a card for Gemini for November? Can we get a card for Gemini for November? Spirit guides, ancestors, you're supported. This is a card where you have protection, divine protection, and your family line, your ancestors are backing you up. It's saying you're not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. You're divinely protected, and you have a lot of family and ancestors on the other side who are walking with you. You're never alone. Let's put this Spirit. Let's put this here. Let's put wind over here. Let's put this here. On the bottom is support. See, it's another one. There's like all these hands holding this egg. Support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from these individuals or those individuals. Apologize, sorry. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. See? That's what they're saying. Your family. You never walk along. We walk right beside you. They never left. Support. I want to pull a flower card because I know it's very feminine and whatnot. Okay, not the flower card. You want to use this? Let's use this. Let's get an animal card. What is this? The Spirit of Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma. Jody Bergsma. Spirit guys, do we have a card for Gemini for November? What message is there for Gemini for November? We have a message for Gemini for November. What does Gemini need to know, please? Spirit guides of free will. What do we have for Gemini for November? What do we have for Gemini for November? There we go. Squirrel. Always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. And then we have B. Community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Take that for whoever resonates for. All right. What else do we have? Oh, please don't fall. Okay. I want to pull A Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. Spirit guys, can we get a card for Gemini? Can we get a card for Gemini, please, for November? Thank you. Protection. Again, see, you got protection and you got protection again. You're protected. This has a tree. It's your family line as well. I'm going to move this over here. Okay, sorry. Just move that for a second. I'm going to put this here. Protection and protection. Maybe I go like this. On the bottom, we have security. This is the cave. Safety, sanctuary. Okay, let's just read protection. This is the deck. Well, I love Denise Lynn decks. They're great. Protection. Guardian Oak is what it's called. Let's put the little Vajra there. The sacred landscape wants you to know one of the most potent signs on the sacred landscape is the ancient oak. It carries numerous meanings. You are protected. You can weather anything. Your roots go deep. You are brave and you can survive anything. Stand strong. You carry the energy of a leader and you have great authority in life. Great wisdom is expanding within you and others sense this. This card can also mean to protect your assets. Take care to guard and protect your home, your loved ones, and yourself. So the point of it is, it's saying you are protected. I think some of you already know that, and it's already been proven. But it's saying here you are protected, but also that doesn't mean to get distracted and complacent or whatever. Or I don't even think you will. It's just saying just keep doing what you're doing. You know, protect what's yours. Yeah, now I'll end it with a wisdom. I think that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't really use this deck much. This is the deck by Laura Santi. Let's pull one last final spirit message. Spirit guides, can we get one last message? Spirit guides of free will. Can we please give Gemini the best guidance, advice from Spirit? What spiritual guidance message is there for Gemini, please? Final card for November. For November. Final card for Gemini for November. What does Gemini need to know for November? Almost. What does Gemini need to know for November? Okay, we got 2. And we got the Buddha Dakini is on the bottom. The white Buddha family at the center. Replace ignorance by studying spiritual teachings. But we're going to take these 2 that fell out. So the first one is Durga, the warrior goddess, dispeller of darkness. Become a warrior to dispel the darkness. So Goddess Durga on a tiger here, with all her different tools, her weapons. The trident, the lotus, the sword, like the ace of sword, the sword of truth here, the bow and arrow, conch, the vajra. You see the vajra? Where's my vajra? This is this right here. And then we have Amoga Siddhi, Buddha guardian of the north. Cultivating a well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. Let me read these 2. And I like to put them on stands. I like to put all the gods, saints, angels, archangels, divine beings on these little stands. So we start with Durga. And what is the message here? This is the guidebook. So look at Durga number 14. I can't see up close. I can't see far. It's like my glasses are off and on, off and on. Okay. So we're going to start over here, so you know where we're at. Dispeller of darkness, Durga, the warrior goddess. There is a Hindu legend that goes like this. A long time ago, there was a demon loose in the world. None of the gods could conquer this meddlesome being, and so they got together to create a creature that would have all of their attributes and fighting skills to set it on the monster and kill it once and for all. They agreed it should be stronger than the tallest mountain, fiercer than the fiery winds that rage in a forest fire, more clever than the smartest sage, and with the perseverance of a snail set to crawl across a forest floor. They created Durga and gave her all of their weaponry, and she destroyed the demon. Devotees of Durga invoke her for protection against negative psychic forces, entities from the lower realms, gossip, and maliciousness, be it from others or from their own dark side. She is red, the color of the root chakra, which governs survival. She has had many incarnations over the centuries and cultures of time. Kali, Bhagavati, Ambika, Lalita, Gauri, Kundalini, Jara, Sinamukha, that's the lion-faced one, and more. She rides a tiger to show that she has great courage and fortitude and that she has mastered her own willpower and determination so that they have become tools for growth rather than self-serving. She and all her incarnations are celebrated several times a year in festivals called Navratri. We just had Navratri. It just ended. When was Navratri? I wrote it down. Let me just check real quick. I have it here in my little list of things. Yeah, Navratri was October 3rd to October 12th. So we just had Navratri. 9 days. Or no, is it 9 nights? So overcoming this demon. Because the demon prayed. And the thing with Hinduism, it'll tell you, you could be a demon. With these divine beings, if you pray enough, if you do the sacrifice, the hanged man energy, it was under there somewhere, the hanged man, right? Like it's like asceticism back in the day. Standing on one leg, these yogis, like, in a river or something, and they'll say like for years or something. Okay, crazy. For me, the first thing I think is, how did the water not like make their legs disappear into stumps? I don't know. Anywho, it's saying like that they go through these like ascetic rites that, are near impossible and painful and uncomfortable. And so with the intensity of their meditation and their sacrifice of discomfort and, their intention, their focus, their power of their intention, the gods grant them boons. And so what happened was, and I feel this is relevant here. So what happened is that with the Durga card, this being, this demonic being had prayed so freaking hard that the gods had no choice. I think it was Brahma, I'm not sure. Had no choice but to give what was due, right? Like you do the work, you get the pay. So he got the boon, knowing that this would be a huge, enormous problem for the entire planet. Anywho, so he gets the boon. He becomes this, horrible monster that even the gods can't destroy or kill, because that's what he asked for, to be so powerful that none of the gods could kill him. And then, of course, there's a little clause in this, so all the gods get together because now this demon is destroying everything. And they had to create something new. They had to work together and give all their powers to this new avatar, which is Durga, giving all of their gifts and powers so that they've created something new that could destroy this demon. Right? Because I think it was said something like, no man shall destroy this demon or something along those lines. I don't know. No god could destroy. Something along those lines. So Durga did after 9 nights or something. There it is. So let's talk about Amoga Siddhi. Now, why is that relevant, the Durga story? I feel like because you got the hangman in the card, the one with the glass case of water where he's doing Houdini tricks upside down every night, performing. That in itself, the hangman is this card of sacrifice because he's hanging upside down, sacrificing your happiness for others, staying stuck, or, sacrificing your discomfort or whatever. However you want to take it. You could take it in a spiritual way, because some people will say seeing things from a different perspective. And then sometimes it doesn't mean anything like that. Or you just see the card and there's an image on there and you'll take it for what that image says, depending on what you're channeling or who the reader is. But I feel like it's relevant because it's going, some beast has been created, okay? Because they gave the sacrifices, they did what they had to do to get the power that they got, and there's something new that had to be created to get rid of this energy, like a karmic cleansing, right? And I feel like that's you. Okay, so we got Amoga Siddhi, number 16. Buddha, guardian of the North. Amoga Siddhi is one of the 5 enlightened Buddha family lords. He is the Buddha of action, lord of the karma family, and the guardian of the North. He represents the 5th day in the Bardo, the passageway through the realm of death. He or his energy color and symbols often appears in mandalas at the top of the circle. His name means unobstructed success. Isn't that lovely? His emblem is the double dorji, or a sword. Now I'll say it again. Dorji is this. It's a vajra. In Tibetan, they call it dorji, the vajra, right? So it says here, his emblem is the double dorji. It's like doubling down on the indestructibility. Or a sword, which we got the Ace of Swords for you, right? And Durga has the sword too. The sword is sticking out a lot, okay, in my mind. It's popping out of the read for me. Because that's what people like about you. It's how you can communicate. You communicate well and you tell the truth. And it's a card of victory. Okay, so then here it goes. Metal elements represent the freedom of energy to move in any direction or in all directions at once. See, metal is air energy. Okay, swords are air energy. That's you, air sign. They stand for the idea that the fearlessness he cultivates in us when we work with him comes from a full and balanced development of all sides of ourselves. It is easy to develop one's strengths and use them to get along in life. But Amoga Siddhi understands that a person has to become a whole, well-rounded human being, capable of responding to any situation or stress. To do that, one must work on his weakest characteristics. You can't just be a computer programmer by day and a father by night. You have to cultivate interests, skills, passions, and relationships. Amoga Siddhi's hands are in the Abhaya Mudra, meaning fearless. You can call on him when you are afraid. He is associated with the element of air and with sound. He transforms the spiritual poisons of disdain and envy into their opposite, the gift of equanimity. He is shown as he appears out of the midnight sky. Again, he transforms the spiritual poisons of disdain and envy into their opposite, the gift of equanimity. And again, his name means, in quotes, unobstructed success. That's it, Gemini. That's your reading. You got the G.O.A.T, greatest of all time. You have a fantastic read. You have success. You look like you're pooped, okay? You look also like you're very moved. You feel very loved and you're very touched. I think after a whole bunch of shit-talking smear campaigns and obstacles that have been thrown before you, that the outpouring of love has been something that really moved you. You know, it stirred your heart and you feel very moved. Anyways, that's all. That's your reading. I hope it resonated for someone. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.